The athlete identity is definitely something that I kind of already had seen myself as when I was a kid. Even before I was a power soccer player, I felt like I was an athlete.
What's up, Nico?
Yeah, I have arthrogryposis, it's called. I have been a power chair user since I was like 2 years old, which is very young to be using a power chair. I don't have great upper arm strength, so a manual chair just didn't cut it for me.
Oh, what a touch! That's a goal, that's a goal.
I wouldn't say that I'm an innovator by any means, but I've definitely been involved in a long journey with power soccer, and it's brought me to some pretty cool places. And I think the coolest part for me is that community aspect where you find a family that like doesn't really know how to, they want to be active with all of their kids, right? Like a group of parents that might not understand disability too well, and they know their child has the ability to do more.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Liam, my son, started playing in 2020, and initially I just was bringing him to practices, and then they drafted me into the team a couple years later. We both share the same disability, which is called arthrogryposis. Where have you ever seen it, right? Like a father and son on the same team is kind of unheard of. When we're on the court, we're able-bodied. We're as good as anybody on the court. We've all got kind of the same machine. So we've all got the same facility, the same strength, and that's really a cool thing.
I say it's a miracle because I thought Dad would probably just sit on our sidelines and watch me, but he decided to join.
You two can't be this close together. You got to keep it spread out, okay? That's one of our rules in power soccer that we do. It's called 2-on-1, and we need to keep distance between our teammates.
He helps us with communication and spacing and getting at the right space at the right time.
They're kind of salt of the earth dudes that, you know, they really care about others, and so they fit in very naturally to our community in power soccer. Andrew is a very laid back person, and Liam can be pretty off the walls, like I said. So they balance each other out, honestly, which has been fun to see.
Nice, Nico. Off the post and in.
Like I said earlier, the chairs that we play in for competition are super expensive. They're 10 grand minimum. Getting it into the Paralympics would be a huge step in the right direction as well. Unfortunately, we're not in the Paralympics. And that's one of those things that we've been fighting for a long time. And I believe it's inevitable, but I just don't think it's going to happen in my playing career, unfortunately. So, but maybe I'll have to come out of retirement. We'll see. A lot of the times, people with disabilities don't necessarily feel like they fit in into their communities at large. So having a space where they do feel a part of the community is really important and like sacred almost.